Oh, sorry, I didn't see you there. It's your boy, Pastor J, back with another episode of Pastor J and Friends. And today, we have the Unk with the Funk, the initiative of the African American students, Mr. Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated here at NKU, Gregory Moore.
Hello. How's it going? Thank you for having me.
Yes, thank you for coming on the cast. Thank you for talking with me. Introduce yourself to the folks, because I know a lot of us here in AASI know you, but to those who don't know you out there, who is Greg Moore?
He said, Mr. Kappa Alpha Psi. Okay, how's everyone? My name is Greg Moore. I am the Director of African American Student Initiatives here at Northern Kentucky University. I also am a proud alumnus, so I graduated in May of 2009. So I came back to work here in 2019, where I actually was still in residence life.
That's what's up. And so, as an RA, y'all know, I am in residence life. So during your time there, what were some things you picked up that helped you in your time here today?
Okay, so to take it back, I actually kicked off my experience in residence life as an RA in undergrad as well, believe it or not. But then years later, in 2012, I started my professional career in residence life at Wilberforce University, historically black college and university. Did that for 2 years, came to University of Cincinnati for about 5 years, residence life as well. And then when I came to NKU, from 2019 to about 2021, I was still in res life before I transitioned. But I gained a lot of things from res life. I was able to learn about what critical thinking to the next level looked like, crisis response management, conflict resolution, being able to come up with ideas or even activities on the spot. It has literally helped me in my professional career. And a lot of people still laugh at me because even though I don't have like a bulletin board or anything like that, I still utilize spaces so that we can provide a welcoming environment. So I think there's so many tools and skill sets that you can gain as a residence life person that can apply almost anywhere.
And so tell us more about what you do now here on campus.
Yeah, so African American Student Initiatives is the office I now oversee. It's a full circle moment for me because 20 years ago to this semester, I started out in this office. So I was in what's called NKU Rocks, which is our mentorship program. Yeah. Our office, and I'll kind of talk about our mission, is to provide a holistic experience that welcomes diverse ideas and people. Specifically, we focus on providing an inclusive environment for all Black or African American students to feel welcomed, celebrated, and supported. And if you can see behind me, we have 4 focal points: to advocate, build, serve, and succeed. So to advocate is to help students who may not know necessarily how to advocate for themselves. We advocate for them if needed. To build, we build a space, a sense of belonging through community building. To serve, it's extremely important for us to give back, whether it's into the community, the local community, as well as to the NKU community, or just giving back by paying it forward. And then succeed, it's important that you graduate. So we want to always focus on academics. So all those 4 make up what our office does. And we do have several signature programs, but that's essentially what we do.
So tell us about one of those signature programs that are coming up.
Oh, okay. Well, a new one, I guess you could say, is inaugural. We have the Caribou Black Student Welcome. So that's going to be on Wednesday, September 13th, 6 p.m. to 9. It's an opportunity for us to provide a place and space for anybody who is considered Black or African American. While that is the case, everybody's welcome. But in this space, we want to provide a platform that shows what's offered for the Black student experience and also ways that they can be successful. So through involvement, through different colleges, departments, different community partners, et cetera, et cetera. We're also going to have some live performances. We're going to have our DJ Pretty Boy Troy is going to be there. President Brown's going to be there welcoming our students. But it's going to be a whole big deal. And I hope that everybody can make it to that.
Good. So this is run by AASI, correct?
Yes.
Can you tell us about some of the departments and things within AASI?
Yeah, so, well, AASI itself is a department. So AASI is part of the Center for Student Inclusiveness, and we have a center that's made up of 3 departments: African American Student Initiatives, LGBTQA plus student initiatives, and Latino student initiatives. Now, within that, each of our offices have programs or mentorship programs. And for example, NKU Rocks, which I talked about earlier, is a mentorship program for first-year Black, African-American students. That's been a program that's been long-standing, I would even say for almost 30 years. Yeah. It's been something that a lot of others have modeled after, which I'm proud to say. And then it's also something that we utilize for the success of our students, plays a role in retention. The other thing is we have Black Student Union, one of our student organizations, which is, it used to formerly be called Black United Students, believe it or not, years ago. And then it changed to kind of match what it is universally. And then our last thing that we are kicking off is BGPSA, Black Graduate Professional and Student Association. So this is an opportunity for our Black graduates to have a community to connect here as well.
Yeah. And so for these organizations, do you have to be Black to be a part of them? Or is there like...
I wouldn't say that you have to be Black. It is catered to our Black students for purposes around access. But if a student wants to join, for example, Black Student Union, they can join because we recognize the importance of intercultural understanding. While we do understand that there are spaces that should be prevalent for our students of color, we do have opportunities for others to definitely come in, learn, and even be advocates or allies as well.
All right, cool.
What was wrong?
Nothing. So
okay.
I just I got a question for you.
Uh-oh.
It's spring 2005.
Wow.
A young Greg Moore is walking the campus of NKU. What's going through your head?
2005. Why do we go to that specific?
Spring 2005. Think about it.
What's going through my head? Well, at that time, you're funny. I was going through what we call at the time our membership orientation intake program for Kappa Alpha Psi. So that was an opportunity for me to learn about the organization, learn about what it stands for historically, and even some of the I would also say some of the what drew me to it. Let me say that is the history. Even though I was born in Indianapolis. Kappa Alpha Psi was founded at Indiana University, which is about 45 minutes to an hour from there. I was like, wow, this is a great connection. And what really got to me was the fact that 10 young men in college came together in a particular area where Black folks weren't really accepted. KKK was there, and they actually went through a lot of things just to make something happen for me today. I think it's so amazing. And to know that I'm part of a legacy that still carries on. Mm-hmm.
That's good. That's
and I'm still a proud member today.
Yeah.
So at NKU, I never would have thought one day I would be a charter member. Pi chapter at NKU wasn't established when I first became a member, but I made it a goal before I graduated, and it happened. And I'm extremely proud of that.
Good. Mm-hmm. So what kind of things went into bringing that here and making that a chapter?
Well, for Kappa, you have to at least have 7, I believe it was 7 or 10, to charter. And then from what other things happen, so you got the political world. We got to do everything we got to do to convince and make sure that it can be well established. And then there's other pieces about making sure we have members who definitely maintain and upheld the name of the organization while representing the brand pretty well. I will tell you, our fraternity does not play about protecting the brand, protect the brand. And I actually use that in my everyday life. I think it's important. Reputation matters, but it's one of those things where you have to be intentional, not only about membership, because I think we get lost in a person has to be a certain way. No, there's still opportunities to develop. And one of our mottos is training for leadership. So that's something I utilize as well.
That's good. That's good. And what is one of your favorite parts about being a part of this specific fraternity here at NKU?
Oh, my goodness. It's so funny. In the chapter meeting last night, the icebreaker question was, what is one of your favorite memories about being in Kappa Alpha Psi? And for me, I did mention becoming a charter member. because we did go through a lot of things that have to get there. There were challenges, but the ability to give back the same way people gave to me years ago gives me a sense of fulfillment. It also gives me the opportunity to continue like sowing seeds. I love teaching and then watching those people teach, and then it continued to grow from a spiritual standpoint, honestly. Yeah.
For sure. It's good to know. Good to know. And so, to our fans and the people out there,
Fans.
what is something that you really want them to know about Greg Moore?
Something about Greg Moore.
Because I have something.
You have something.
This man, every time you see him, a fresh haircut. Every single time.
That's not true.
Every single time. I'm telling you. And it's like, I don't know.
That's what you want them to know.
I want you guys to know that you will never see this man's hairline crooked.
That is crazy. Yes, you will. I'm a human.
The 360 waves, like I'm telling you guys, it's.
Let's talk about impact.
All right, let's talk about his impact. The way he's impacted my lifestyle. I don't want to go outside without a cut because I always see this man and I get jealous. So I just keep it 100 right there.
This man is funny. Okay, so things I would like people to know about me. I believe I would like to think of myself as a go-getter. A person who I'm big on, and again, not to make it extremely spiritual, but I am big on if I can at least change one person's life each day, then I've done my job. And no matter how that looks, if a person didn't believe that they were able to do something, helping somebody see the potential in themselves that they didn't know that they had before, inspiring people, helping them remember the idea of integrity. I'm big on doing what's right even when nobody's looking, even if that means just, I don't know, just from the smallest to the biggest thing, So I want people to know that at the end of the day, I did all that I could do, and my hope is I leave a legacy that inspires.
Good to know.
Yeah.
That's good. Good to know. So, you don't know what's about to happen. I know what's about to happen.
Wait, so, what? Are we done talking about The Office?
Huh? No.
Oh,
I just want y'all to see and want y'all to know.
Oh, man.
That we're about to play a clip. So,
play a clip?
Play.
You heard about Karibu?
No, Karibu. What's that?
I don't know. Let's go find out. Let's go. Karibu?
What's Karibu?
Karibu? What's Karibu?
You don't know about Karibu?
No, what's that?
Karibu, you know. What's Karibu? What's Karibu?
Does anyone know what Karibu is?
Have you heard of this Karibu?
Are you talking about Karibu?
I guess.
Have you heard of Karibu? I heard people talking about it.
Karibu.
Come on, you all know what we mean.
Everybody's asking us what Karibu is. Let us explain.
Basically, Karibu, which is Swahili for you are welcome. And with that being said, we want to welcome you to the inaugural Karibu Black Student Welcome. What they say.
Yeah, so talk more about the office, because this office has been a really big help to a lot of people here at this school. So, like, how has it impacted you, and how has it helped you see things coming up?
So our office has gone through several years of different leadership, rebranding, and things of that nature. I think when I first came into the role, I primarily focused on just maintaining. Because I recognize that students, especially students in the Black community or those who come from backgrounds where there's often inconsistencies, I thought it was important to just maintain. So let me just go ahead and maintain some of the things we already got in place. What's working, let's continue working on that. Let's continue keeping that. This year, and now this is going on almost year 3, I said, okay, let me look at some of the data. What are the students enjoying? I'm really big on meeting folks where they are. I know there's people who just say that, but I think it's important to literally hear the voices of the people that you're impacting. So like Caribou, that's something different. That's something new. I recognize even since the pandemic, we've had kind of a struggle or challenge with students becoming involved. So my idea with that was just to provide a space for them to see what's available so they can be involved. We still have our Martin Luther King Jr. celebration, Black History Month celebration events, et cetera, et cetera. Sherehe, that's really big. Sherehe has been a program. By the way, Sherehe is Swahili for celebration. So we celebrate our Black graduates with an intimate ceremony. That's something that I was part of. That's something that I hope that you'll be part of, and others, because you'll be graduating
Soon.
Okay. And then we are something that was amazing this past year. We did BEST, Black Employers Showcasing Talents. Opportunity for us to provide a diverse space of students or applicants for local businesses so they can have access to the diverse pool, but also for our students to be in a comfortable setting. They always talk about how overwhelmed they get going to the big career expo. And while I'm not knocking that event, it's amazing. I do think it's important that we set our students up for success so that they can go into spaces like that, comfortable, confident in who they are, and they can just go out and be successful. So
That's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I personally went to BEST last year. It was a good experience. It helped me prepare for like other times where I had to talk to employers. So I really did enjoy it.
Wow.
I didn't personally get an internship or anything from it, but I know that because of it, I was better prepared for when I did get an internship and did go to talk to other professionals.
And then, well, that's amazing. I appreciate hearing that. And then I can't forget Free Your Mind Fridays.
Free Your Mind Fridays.
Yeah.
Free Your Mind Fridays.
Free Your Mind Fridays is an event that I kicked off when I first came over to the office in about 2021. And the reason why is when I first came up here, of course, there was a lot of transition with staff, but I noticed it kind of felt like a ghost town. I'm like, where's everybody at? Where's the students? Where's the staff? So I said, let's create a space for students to come, hang out, chill out, relax, kick back, have conversations, dance, play music, play games. All those things can happen in that space.
Yeah.
And I kind of have loved seeing where it's come from since the beginning.
Yeah. It's
Students,
great. It's wonderful.
Yeah. And students actually look forward to it. Now, we used to do it every Friday, but I was like, okay, that's overwhelming Mr. Greg a little bit. So let's do every other Friday. So that's what we do. We actually have the next one tomorrow, the 8th. But
September
if not
8th.
then, what'd you say?
September 8th. I just let
September 8th, yes. And then following that, it'll be every other Friday.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Academically, because I think that's important, we have what's called It Takes a Village study tables.
Yeah.
Any student is allowed to attend that. It's an opportunity for students just to come, study. We also have it set up where one side or one room is for those who need absolute quiet. Then we have another room for those who are okay with a little bit of conversation or music. So we kind of do that too.
That's what's up. Yeah. I'm a party animal when it comes to studying, so I don't ever go into a room just like wanting absolute quiet. So I'm glad you have both of those.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't have anything left to ask.
You don't have anything else?
I mean, like, talk about you. Like, what do you want to talk about? What?
Well, first, let me make sure I let people know how they can connect with us.
Yes, sir.
Social media, all that good stuff. What we are doing more so now is using our link tree. So that includes all of our social media accounts, all of our links to events. So if you ever need to register for something, apply for something, we have those there. You can find us on Linktree at NKU_AASI. Now, Instagram, same thing, NKU_AASI. Twitter, or now X, which is interesting, is NKU_AASI. If you haven't noticed a thing, that's the thing right now.
Yes,
so
sir.
Please connect with us. Please follow us. Please engage with us. We have a lot of things. I will also say we are highly, I was going to say highly impactful. We're looking to be highly impactful by building community partnerships too. I do believe in the importance of our students being exposed to opportunities that they might not have had before, or if they have, having direct connection networks. I'm big on networking. So, what else about me? What else you think? What else?
I feel like.
When did we meet?
When did I meet you? I don't know. I just remember when I got here, you weren't up here. You know what I mean?
I was in housing.
You were in housing?
Yeah.
I wouldn't know. I was in Callahan. I didn't have any contact with the real world, so I was just chilling in my room. I loved Callahan. Oh my gosh, I loved it. But I'm in Kentucky now. Shout out KY. But yeah, I feel like I don't remember. I feel like maybe me and my friends came up to the office because we knew that Mr. Yates had left.
Yeah.
And we came up to just say hi, see who the new person was, and it was you. But I feel like we met you before that.
Probably.
But we just like had seen you again. I'm not sure.
Well, I will say, outside of my work, typically you may find me, I love to sing, dance. We actually are looking to create more content for our TikTok. So if you're interested, we may shoot something tomorrow.
I don't do TikTok.
What?
I do not do TikTok.
You don't have to do TikTok. You can still dance. Thank you. We'll see you tomorrow. And then I think something else to note is I just love people. I love connecting with people. I just love finding different ways to overcome and achieve. I'm typically one of those people that if I'm met with a challenge and if it seems like it's a bit much, let's find a different way to approach it. And if I can help anybody do that for themselves or their lives or even their careers, I'm your guy.
Good to know. One more thing you guys need to know about Mr. Greg before we cut off is this guy does not like my outfit today. I thought, I put it on, had the brown shorts, the brown hoodie. I thought it was pretty nice, but he looked at me and said, "What are you wearing?" I don't know how to feel.
Not true.
I don't know how to feel. You know what I'm saying? I might go back to my room, put on a suit.
Not a suit. I did ask, like, what are you wearing? Because, Prosper, he's a pretty low-key guy sometimes. And then when he wants to be, he's outgoing. But today, I was a little... Yeah. I was a little shocked. I'm like, what you got on, man? He's like, what? It's hot and cold. I was like...
It is hot and cold. I woke up and it was 68, but I knew it was going to get up to 80. So, I put on the hoodie for now. And then later I'm going to have the shorts on. And I'm playing basketball after class. So, it's like, there's a lot going on. So, I was just like, all right, let me just prepare for the day so I have everything I need. You know what I'm saying? I don't wear shorts under pants too often. So, I wasn't going to put on pants now and then take them off. Like, no, that's not me. What I like to do is hot, cold. Prepare for every type of weather. I'm just a prepared guy. I don't know how to put it.
That's funny. You play basketball too?
I do sometimes. I played tennis in high school, but shout out to the Tornadoes. Yeah. But intramurals is coming up. Anybody that's interested, we have flag football, we have sand volleyball, we have 3-on-3 basketball, we have 3-on-3 soccer, we have everything that you can want coming up in an intramural, even pickleball if you need a team. So if you have any interest, hit me up or your RA and we will get you connected with a team.
Actually, with that, since you're also a mentor.
Yes, sir. If you are in Rocks and you're say you're a commuter, you're not living on campus, get connected with us. We will get you on a team. If you play any sports, you want to hoop, you want to it's a good time to get to meet people. It's a good time to get me a win because I have been doing this for 4 years and I have 0 championships to show for it. So I need y'all to help me.
Can you tell them what inspired you to be a mentor?
So I'm an RA. Being an RA is just like a fun time, getting to know people, getting to help people understand like how college goes. And I like to be someone that could help others get to know more about the campus and like how campus life goes and create like a different type of view of what campus looks like. Because if you come to this campus, you have nobody, you're going to be like, oh, this campus is dead. But if people show you, like, oh, this event's happening, you'll be like, oh, so there's always something going on this campus. Mm-hmm. So I just like to be the person that, like, helps others see that kind of stuff, especially because I'm an RA, and, like, they let us know about the event, so I'm letting y'all know about it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, outside of that, the only thing I did not mention is we have roundtable discussions, which we're looking at changing the name to Black Table Talk. Mm-hmm. And the idea is so that our Black students can have a safe space to kind of share and be vulnerable. That's a connection and partnership we have with North's Violence Prevention. And the last thing is we have a connection with Procter & Gamble, where we have 2 Black alum who work there come in, speak to our students, kind of talk about ways to navigate and how to get into the company without feeling so much as like a failure or anything. Mm-hmm. I do understand that there's an exam you take that might be a little convoluted or a little complex, but they're there to kind of help with access to information, but also with providing a way for students to know, like, this is a place for you as well. That's happening on September 19th.
September 19th.
5:30 p.m. to 7:30
5:30 p.m. to 7:30 p.m.
So yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think that's pretty much it.
Thank you so much for hopping on the podcast.
Thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
Everybody, I'll put their social medias up there in a second. So I appreciate y'all for watching. Have a good time. Have a good day. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace.